be careful of distractions. There are a lot of distractions in this world, and it's very easy to get distracted in today's era with technology, with social media, with the amount of events happening around, with our increased requirement for dopamine, with the increased, not requirement, but default states of dopamine have risen because of quick dopamine activities, because of low attention span among people, especially if you live in a suburban area or a place where a lot of things happen. So the solution here is, solution I guess I thought about for myself is, leave everything behind, go away for like 90 days, 3 months, and block yourself off from your current environment. That means your friends, your family. Take only what you need, your notebook, things that you need to work on your project. Your project could be a project, it could be a company, it could be a business, it could be yourself, it could be your fitness, your health, your wealth, whatever. You could come up with a project and work on those projects, and spend time with yourself, blocked off from distractions as much as possible. James Clear, Atomic Habits, state that habits, the best way to cut off a habit is make it absent. Take yourself out of the environment where that distraction could occur. So if you could take yourself out of the environment where potential distractions could occur, where there's events, where there's people that could even invite you, if you're far away in the mountains, you simply can't just say, yes, I'll be there by evening, right? If someone's calling you out, you can't. The environment won't allow you to. I mean, as a rational human being, you won't be able to, and you won't. And then automatically, you'll find the next thing to do, which is probably work on your project, or probably do something that is environmental friendly in your environment. So yep, that's a quick video that I thought about. It's a thought, it's an observation. It sparks out of being distracted in today's world, being someone who loves playing around with different projects, loves starting new projects, but doesn't necessarily complete them. I've realized a few things, and that's because you can easily get distracted. You could be really motivated on one single day, and maybe for the next day and for the third day, and you could be in high momentum of working on your project and layering work, but a big event could break momentum. An event could break your momentum. An event that takes you out of your momentum state, takes you out of your environment that you're actively working on, focusing on, where you have a routine in place. An event that takes you away could break momentum. But there are ways, there are techniques to get back into momentum, and I think I may have made a video on this in the past. How do you bounce back? But bouncing back is not necessarily, once a momentum is broken, you can't bouncing back is not coming back to the same state, because we're also talking about levels of compounding. We're also talking about picking up where you left off, right? So if you keep on doing something again and again and again consistently every day, you can keep revisiting where you left off, because the moment you stop doing that thing, you think of a timer and a graph. Slowly you might be drifting. Your mind is focusing on other things that are not on the project, and getting back to this, you need to start again, climbing back up. The moment you stop, you start slowly. It's like sinking sand. You slowly get sunk into a completely different thing, right? So keep momentum high, keep working, be consistent, and use the environment to advantage, not your disadvantage. So if you're working on something important that you feel that you want to work on, then try to cut out your distractions. If you have the willpower, self-respect, and discipline, say no. Conquer your emotions, your dopamine, uh, towards certain events, towards certain things. It could be a friend's birthday, it could be a big event of sorts, it could be an occasion, it could be meeting your friends on a Saturday night, it could be any of these things. So, which is why in certain places in our world, it's people are just much more productive, and or I mean, for them it would be normal because they're not getting distracted by certain environmental aspects, right? But you'll see it's very different. There's a reason why, let's say you go to Bangalore here in India, and people are a little bit more focused. Like they move through their projects, and like everyone's like working on something, because there's no nightlife over there. In certain parts, obviously, but like the city kind of shuts down towards the night compared to you're in a place like Mumbai. Mumbai is like, and can be active for a while, depending on where you live. Also depends on what level of what level of living. I was just gonna give a reference call back to Maslow's hierarchy of needs, right? You have your safety and security needs. You have, your psychological needs, your social needs, and it goes right up to transcendental needs, right? So also depends where you are on at that scale, right? But my main topic of focus discussion over here is, if you're working on a project, right? You need focus. Focus has become expensive because dopamine has become cheap. So if you want to help yourself focus, you need to cut out distractions. To cut out distractions, you can get out of the environment, be disciplined and say no, right? Can use some certain tools that can help 1 to 2%. But at the end of the day, it's inside you. It's principles, it's values, it's discipline. If you want to not fight upstream, change the environment, because environment is usually the major factor that plays on us subconsciously. Your family that you live with could be a distraction. I'm not saying is, could. The friends that you're with could be a distraction. Your peers could be a distraction. The things in your environment, your technological devices, could be a distraction. So, you get the point. I don't need to explain any further. I would like to comment down below what are the important top 3 projects that you want to work on. We have a winter arc coming up, 45 days. It's 14th of November 2025, tomorrow's 15th. From 15th of November till 31st December, we have 45 days. 46, but 45 days. You have 45 days to change your life, change the entire direction, to quantum leap onto the next phase of your life. So think wisely. What are you going to be focusing on, and what is this important project that you're going to be working on? Cheers. My name's Ian, and I'll see you soon.